playing really well, out shooting Marshall 55-6, I believe.
55-4, yeah.
55-4. So they did a fantastic job. I'm joined here today by my friend Ryan Phelps. Ryan, how you doing?
Doing great. Just went from hockey country down to another hockey game. I was up in Thief River Falls, so
Fantastic.
6-hour drive, came right to the rink. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Both Ryan and I are Apple Valley alums, so if we start moving out a little bit later on in the broadcast, sorry about that. But we are proud Apple Valley guys and excited to see the Bulldogs take it to them today.
Yeah, it should be fun. Looking forward to seeing what Minnesota River does here. You know, Andy, when we were coaching the boys, what was it, 2 years ago, I think? 3 years, whatever it was.
3, yep.
We played Apple Valley we played them a few times over the years, and we've really handled them. I want to say a couple of 8-0 wins or something like that over the years.
Yeah. I remember one of them was up in Cloquet.
Up at Cloquet, yep, that's right. And then we played them at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
So that was Pee-wees, I think. But I'm guessing probably just like our boys, a lot of the same names on that roster that we'll see out here today. So,
absolutely. And a lot of size difference, I'm sure, from the last 4 years, too. So it should be an interesting game. It should be a fun place.
Yeah, a great barn here in Burnsville. It's one of my favorite rinks to play in with the wooden backdrop, really good sight lines. I was talking with Joe Morris, former Apple Valley goalie from '93, and he said it was his favorite rink to play in as a goalie. You could just see the puck really well as you look on each end with the days of Burnsville hockey.
Absolutely.
Back in the mid-'80s.
80s, yep.
Couple state championships, 85, 86.
Yep. Yeah, it was a fun time to be a Burnsville fan. They had the football program going well, too. So.
Then AV took over after that.
And then Apple Valley took over, absolutely. Bulldogs about ready to get started here. We got Gage Schmidt centering Schaffler and Burns. Tyler Legow and Draheim, same 5 as always, starting off here. Bulldogs push puck in the Apple Valley zone right away. Picked up by 25 for Apple Valley. He'll carry it out in the neutral zone, take it down on the left-hand side of Tiago. He'll center it out front. That deflects off Tyler's stick right onto Tiago, but Tiago right there with the pad stacks it up, and we get a whistle early on.
Junior John Weller on the drive. Nice speed from the young man.
Carry it through the zone very nicely. Tiago in net for us today again, as always, doing a fantastic job back there. Puck gets all the way through. Centered out front, now picked up by Gage. Gage will carry it up, chip that one, try to get that over to Burns. We still got Burns. Now we'll dump it in. Bulldogs will go chase. Camden on the forecheck forces him up on the far side. Outlet pass is intercepted by Schmidt. Gets it down to Schaffler. Schaffler tried to put that on net, but that was deflected. Now picked up by Apple Valley. 20 dumps it into the zone. Picked up by Pexa. Pushed right back up to Placido. Burns will carry it in. He'll fire. Nope. He'll drop over for Placido. Burns will go off on a change. Placido back out to Schmidt. Down to Placido and back around. Phelps will pick it up for the first time. He gets that over to Von Bank. Intercepted, however. Now picked up by Pexa at the blue line. Pexa will fire. Tipped up front.
Nice tip.
Nice tip there by Von Bank. Just went right over the crossbar. Picked up now by Apple Valley's number 16. He tries to get it out of the zone. Held in momentarily there by Von Bank. Now pushed over to Phelps. Phelps gets it into the zone. Throws it into the shin guards of an Apple Valley player. And pushed down by Pexa. 13:28 left here in period 1, early on in the contest. If you're just joining in, Bulldogs are here in Burnsville for their game against Burnsville and Apple Valley. Nice intercepted pass. Oh, nice give and go by the Bulldogs, and that one's...
That's in the net. That's in the net.
Got to be in.
Oh, he kept it on the line.
Wow. Bulldogs had a 3-0 and did a little tic-tac-toe. And
I love that play by Christian to dump it off there. And I don't blame Von Bank at all. That was a neat little pass across.
Yeah.
But I think he would have buried it if he would have shot it.
Yep. And I think that's what they're talking about on the bench right now. Bulldogs will send out Tish, Braden Grant, and Bryce Meyer. Telejohn getting his first action of the period. Meyer down in the corner. Von Bank now throws her shoulder in. Big hit by Tish. Apple Valley's got a full complement on their bench as well. They've got a full 4 lines, it appears.
That's nice to see, too. Some of the games we get into it, you feel bad. Feel like our coaching days and you had 10 players on the bench.
Right. And when you got a varsity and JV team, you got to have enough bodies to run. And that one will be right on net, cleared out by Apple Valley, picked up by Draheim. He'll carry it around the net. Works it up to Meyer. Meyer looking for a pass up, bangs it off the boards, gets it up to Tish. Now it's in the circle, picked up by Grant. Grant goes back over to Meyer, deflect it. Now put on net by Telejohn. Rebound. Nice. Oh, nice shot.
Tish.
Tish, get that one? I saw Grant was right there trying to.
He waved at it. Grant waved at it. But Tish, I don't think Grant touched it. I think Tish put that one in. He goes through the line first, so.
Yep.
Riley Tish.
Nice goal by Tish there. Puts Bulldogs up 1-0. 2.5 minutes into the ball game.
You know, that first rush down the ice, indicative of what we've seen from Minnesota River this year. They'll give up some quick rushes, but then they turn it and they just suppress the other team in their zone. If we could match the scoring with the offensive zone pressure, I mean, they've done such a nice job of keeping that offensive zone this year.
Yeah, 55 shots and only mustering out 3 goals last week. It's a little disappointing, but like you said, you got to like the pressure that they're putting on. Tish carries it right back into the zone. He gets put up against the glass by number 8 over there. Push back out in neutral zone. Lagao now has it. He'll chip that back in. Bulldogs will touch up. Switch out their forwards. First time on the ice for this last line here. Grog comes in. Ethan Lagao out there, as well as Ethan Evenson. Puck pushed in.
Move it up. There you go.
And right back out into the neutral zone. Grog will give chase. Icing waved off. Will play on. Wrapped around by 16. Bulldogs D switching out, so they're not able to hold the blue line. Paxson now dumps that in. Bulldogs go right back at it.
So they credited Draheim with that goal.
Oh,
the announcer.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was Tish. It was supposed to be Tish from Draheim, but he had it reversed.
Gotcha. Puck pushed out in the neutral zone. Ethan Lagao kicks it forward into the Apple Valley zone and pushed right back out by Apple Valley. Icy waved off. Draheim will pick that up, back behind the net. Drops it over for Pexa. Pexa up to Lagao. Lagao, nice pass up to Evenson. He'll pick it up, carry it up through center ice. Carries it through a couple checks, fires, nice hard shot. That one goes up against the wall behind the net.
Really nice job advancing the puck up the ice that time by the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. Burns now in for Grog, picked up by 25, who dumps that off of 48 skates and into the Apple or Bulldog zone. Telejohn trying to corral the puck. He gets support there by Ethan Lagao. And now kicked out to the point. Fired from the right D. Oh, that rebound just outside of the reach of the Apple Valley player. Out to 17, who dumps that right back down. All the way around. Lagao puts a hit up on the wall against the right winger. The left winger kicked out now to Evenson. Evenson tried to feather that one up to Burns, but that was out of his reach through traffic.
Boy, and that would have been right on brand, Andy, for a backdoor rebound goal. How many of those have you seen given up by Minnesota River JV and varsity this year?
Yeah, that's kind of been their recipe. Not really holding that backside very well. Nice to see that one squeaked past, because that would have been in if he would have got a corral on it.
We've got Nate Peppel, sophomore goalie, in net for Apple Valley tonight, squaring off against Tiago.
Bulldogs push the face-off out into the neutral zone. Picked up by 42 for Apple Valley. He'll go across ice. Now picked up by Telejohn. Over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Burns. Burns dumps that one down into the zone. Oh, can't get it over the blue line. Now Schmidt will pick that one up. Bulldogs touch up. They'll give chase right away. Kicked out back out in neutral zone. Pushed back in by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs doing a good job not allowing Apple Valley to get much into their zone. Now Burns has it. Carry that one around. Work that up to Schmidt. Picked up by Schaffler. Schaffler trying to get around Apple Valley's D. Now Burns takes a hit up against the boards. Picked up by Schmidt. Schmidt throws that one down. 9:15 left here in period number 1. Apple Valley able to chip it in. They'll go to work down in the Bulldog zone. Ethan Lagao turns it down over. Picked up by Schaffler in the slot. Tried to get that one up to Burns, but that was poked off of his stick just as he was passing it. Now Burns saves it for Lagao. Lagao has a head of steam. He'll carry it over center line into the Apple Valley zone, and he'll allow the Bulldogs to switch up.
Tyler does a nice job of knowing when to jump into the play. Really gets that puck down deep. He has a knack for it.
Absolutely. Von Bank with a nice move down there. Dishes it off to Placido, and Placido puts that one in the bread basket of the goalie with 8:40 left here in period number 1.
And I wonder, oops, we didn't mark our goal here. My fault. I wonder if something was said to it.
Has the puck, that one deflects right out into the netting.
I like the low, hard shot, too. And we preached that for years in youth hockey, Andy. Shoot it low and hard.
Yep.
Stop trying to hit the post, top corner, get the thing on goal, get some rebounds, get some deflections.
Yep. And get those boys in front of the net as well. Puck deflects off the glass. That's going to roll on Tiago. He'll have to make a play on it. And he freezes the puck with 8:18 left here in period 1. Looks like Apple Valley's varsity team has about 12, 13 seniors up there.
Yeah.
Hanging up there on the board. Puck picked up by Von Bank. Gets it up to Placido nicely. Just off of his stick. Back to Von Bank. Von Bank pushes it into the circle. Now comes away with it again. Tries to put that one up, but that's deflected by the center. Now Von Bank gets it poked off of his stick by 16. Kicked out to the point. Pexa stops it with his skate and then kicks it forward, and then Apple Valley pushes it in the neutral zone. That one's knocked down by Placido, picked up by Legal. The Bulldogs could have gotten too many on there. Puck wrapped around, intercepted by Phelps. He
Hold on to it.
loses the handle on it, now pushed up to 25. We saw him make a little rush earlier. He's got some good wheels. Now dumped in by number 48. Schmidt down there puts a nice heavy hit on. Pexa loses the handle down up in the corner to 25. He gets it out to the point. He'll fire a low shot. Tiago pushes that to his left. Braden Grant battling with an Apple Valley player. He puts him on his knees. Kicked up now to Meyer. Turned over, though, however, by Schmidt. Now Meyer gets a hold of it, and he'll give chase. Apple Valley defender was just coming on, so he was able to beat Myers to it. Grant wraps that back behind the boards. Picked up by Tish. Tish back over to Meyer. Bulldogs have been doing a good job operating behind that goal line.
Beautiful play.
And that's something that we've seen more often as the Bulldogs working from behind the goal and feeding those guys crashing the net.
Yeah, and again, really a nice setup. Just couldn't quite finish, but the play was there. Nice work by Tish and Meyer to get it out of the corner. Grant, he's going to score that 7 out of 10 times.
Yep. Tish in for the face-off. He's got Grant on his left, Meyer on his right. In the back end, you got Draheim and Telejohn. Meyer has control of the puck. He'll fire a low shot. Rebound. Just steered to the right of the goalie. Left-handed goalie this guy is.
Yeah.
Meyer centers that one. Intercepted, though, by 10. Now he turns it over. Meyer picks it up and then poked off at his stick. .48 still dancing with the puck. Good pressure by Grant and Tish down there now. Pulled up by the Apple Valley winger. He'll carry it down. Nice poke check there by Telejohn to slow his momentum. Now 27 will pick it up at the blue line. He'll carry it down. Tiago lost sight of that one. Nice job by the D to clear that one out. And that one goes right on net. Goalie will steer that to the right. Evenson down there on the forecheck. Puck squirted across, picked up and intercepted by Telejohn. He tried to get that one on net low. Now steers that one up into the corner. Evenson has it. And chipped out by Apple Valley. Apple Valley's got a little rush coming the other way. Nice job by David Draheim in the back checking of
Grog and Telejohn.
Yep. That one deflects off of Legal, and that one Tiago freezes.
Really nice hustle by those three boys to get back. You know, the play's never over. We've seen that so many times where, you know, that last rush, Draheim had the stick check, pull check lined up, just missed on it, so Telejohn gets it on the backside.
5:10 left here in period number 1. Bulldogs up 1-0. Apple Valley with control of the puck. Now it's kicked out into the neutral zone by Grog. Grog advances it into the Apple Valley zone now. And pushed back out in the neutral zone.
Good anticipation there by Evan. Step up, make a play.
Bulldogs having a little trouble at that blue line along with the Apple Valley winger. So they'll regroup in their zone. Push it down to the Bulldog zone. Nicely waved off. Picked up by Schmidt down there. He takes the worst end of that check. Evenson takes a bump. Still has control of the puck, however. He'll carry it in on the right-hand side. He'll fire. Oh, nice deflection or back check there by the Apple Valley winger. Nice centering pass out front to Lagao. Now Burns comes in, puts the Apple Valley winger down. Pass over to Tyler. Tyler gets it over to Schmidt. Camden touches up. He'll give chase. Picked up by Pexa. He gets it over to Gage. Gage and Schaffler tie up. Bulldogs now have it. Pexa will carry it. Drop it over to Burns. Burns will dump that down low. That'll be picked up by Schmidt. Schmidt wraps it around on the near side. Pexa holds it to Burns. I think I know what he's trying to do, but he didn't have any steam on that pass. Draheim now just trucks somebody and then continued to carry puck into the Eagle zone.
That's what happens when you got a linebacker playing hockey.
Absolutely. Now we're going to have an offsides call on Apple Valley. No, Draheim.
Oh, they're going to take him. So the only reason I disagree with that is I think he was just skating back on the back check. I think they just collided.
Is that what they were calling? Was
the interference at the line here.
Yeah. Bulldogs will put their kill unit out. Grant and Phelps on the top half. Lagao and Pexa on the back half. 3:30 left here in period number 1. Draheim goes 2 for interference. Apple Valley puts that one right off of Thiago's shoulder. Sweep aside by Phelps. Now picked up by Grant, and he'll flip that in the neutral zone.
Quick clear. Oh, no! He got it! Grant! That's a Graydon Grant goal. Need to stop it first. Make the smart play, make the stop, then the pass.
Yep.
Short-handed ball, 11:41. Grant, assist at 11:41.
You know, Ryan, one thing I've noticed lately with these guys on their kill is they're doing a fantastic job not allowing the opposing team to get into their zone.
Yeah. Yep.
They're meeting them right at the blue line,
yep.
Just like that, and they'll dump it down.
And they don't send the guy in deep. I was telling Gavin earlier in the year, get down deep. And he said they don't want us to. All right, okay, well, if they don't want you to, then don't do it.
Yep. Bulldogs getting caught in a little bit of a change. Switched out 3 of their defenders. Phelps remains out there. That's one pushed up on the half wall. Evan Schmidt is out there. Tristan Telejohn, Christian Placido. Phelps banged that one up on the wall, but it took a bad bounce and popped right into the circle. Nice job there with Phelps on the recovery. Now we got 2-on-1 coming the other way. Phelps and Placido. Phelps, backhand. Nice gloves there. Rocker saved by the goalie. Telejohn dumps that one back in. 40 seconds left in the kill for the Bulldogs. Nice job by Gavin. Now he'll go off on a change. Nice shift by Gavin on that kill. Tisch joins the play now. And that one's pushed down with 24 seconds left in the power play for the Eagles. Yeah, Apple Valley's had the puck in the zone for maybe 15 seconds the whole time.
Quick possession. They're offside now. Quick possession by the Bulldogs. Clear it. They're not messing around. Not letting them get set up. Draheim will head off to the bench, it looks like. Or he's going to play center.
His natural position.
You're right.
Apple Valley dumps that back in. That should be an icing. Puck carried over to the goal line. Picked up by Phelps. Phelps tried to get that on neutral zone. Gets that over to Von Bank as he just came in for Draheim. Now Placido picks it up. He tried to center that one back over to Von Bank. Got caught in the skates of an Apple Valley player. Now kicked up to the point. Over the skate of Von Bank, and 36 will carry that in. Nice job again by Von Bank and Legao on the entrance of Apple Valley. That pass was intercepted. Placido over to Phelps. Phelps overskated that one. And now 45 will dump that back in.
Tried to.
Picked up by Placido. Loses the handle. 40 seconds left in the period. Von Bank will just dump that down.
Offside.
And the Bulldogs
Just a half
will be
step.
offsides.
Yeah, they're looking sharp. The JV team's had a nice season. You know, you look at players like Ethan Legao, and what a nice sophomore year he's had. He doesn't get as much ice time as some of the other players, but he's effective when he's out there.
Yep, that whole line has done really well. One thing they do really well is they move the puck.
Yeah.
It's not sticky on their sticks. They're constantly moving around to each other, which is good to see. Draheim tried to get that over to Tisch. Apple Valley deflected it. They'll have to touch up, however. 15 seconds left in period number 1. Tisch will get it in, so we get one more rush. Feathers that one over to Grant. Grant fires. Goalie makes the save.
And again, advancing the puck. You know, I swear a week ago, our guys would have just kept carrying that in. No pass, shot on goal, save, face off.
Yep.
Now they're moving it. They're getting the defense, the goalie, moving laterally, back and forth across the ice. It opens up so many things.
Yep. It's good to see that growth. 5 seconds left. Wrapped all the way around out to this side. Pexa comes away with it. And that'll be the whistle. We will be back in 60 seconds. Bulldogs up 2-0. Goals coming from, help me out here,
Tisch
and Grant.
and Grant, yep.
We'll be back in 30 seconds or 50 seconds. Welcome back, everybody. We're just about ready to get started here for period 2. Bulldogs send off Draheim and Grant.
Yep,
and
Jago's on the bench now.
Jago will join them for period number 2. Similar rotation they've been rolling with for the last few weeks. And it's a good recipe, so they're going to keep rolling with it.
Looks like we got Legao out there with Meyer and Tisch. Ethan Legao.
Yep.
And then Tyler and Jago back at the blue line. Yeah, you work hard, get yourself in position, find yourself on a new line once in a while.
Yep. Bulldogs up 2-0 here, starting the second.
Right to Legao.
Legao will carry that puck into the zone. Poked off of his stick. He'll pick it up in the corner now. Reverses course over to Tisch. Tisch over to Meyer. Meyer fires. That one just deflects off the defender's shin pads. Legao. Tyler pushes that back down. Apple Valley gets it up on the half wall. Tyler will catch it. He'll fire. That one's deflected. Oh, we got a wounded guy. Hit him where the pad isn't. And then he throws a cross check into Bryce.
Oh, that wasn't nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a stinger that Carson Ranning, a sophomore. A couple big boys out there for AV.
Yeah, they do have some size. And now he's going to go for his cross check. I think at the end of that play, he, unless he's a jaw jack and one or the other.
Yeah. Unsportsmanlike.
That'll give the Bulldogs
Yeah, so they need another. He'll have a 10-minute, so they'll need to send somebody else over to serve the 2.
He must have said something to the
I think
referee.
so. So it looks like we've got Mason Lapp, another sophomore, coming over to serve the 2.
I'll put the Bulldogs on the power play for 2. 14:32 left. They'll send out their power play 1. That is Tisch, Burns, Schaffler out front. Meyer on the back end along with Smuter. Tisch pushes that one into the corner off the face-off. Schaffler will give chase. Intercepted by Meyer. Gets her over to Tisch. To Smuter. Smuter to Schaffler. Back to Smuter. To Tisch. Tisch fires. Rebound out front. Meyer's there. Burns there. Crossing pass over to Tisch. Tisch back down to Burns. He's got Meyer out front. Centers over Meyer. Deflected, poked into the corner. Apple Valley will get that out in the neutral zone, and Apple Valley's going to get a shot on net here. He fires, and Thiago makes the save.
Good hustle back by Sammy. It was Gabe Genstad, the junior, on that rush, and he was, even though the puck wasn't in good position, he still beat it down the ice, got a shot on goal.
I think he got a pretty good shot because Thiago, I don't know, knew exactly where that was.
Yeah.
Here. Apple Valley controls the face-off momentarily. They'll push it back behind the net. Thiago with a nice poke check. Gets it over to Smuter. Smuter's got Burns out on his left.
Move it.
He'll carry it all the way down. He'll backhand it on net. Rebound, kicks out to the circle.
And that's why I don't like that play. You know, advance the puck, let's get something set up.
Yep. I would agree. Picked up by Meyer. He'll allow the Bulldogs to regroup. Reverses course back over to Smuter. Gage comes in for Tisch. Gage now carries it over. Carried into the zone. Drop it over for Burns. Not a lot of steam on it. Now Schaffler comes to support and now poked off of his stick. 30 seconds left in the power play. Meyer will pop off. Smuter has it. Tipped by Gage into the zone. Placido will give chase now. Picked up by Burns on the half wall. Gets it back over to Placido. That gets caught in the official skates. Now kicked over to Schmidt. Burns still has it. Again, gets caught in the official skates. Now Burns has control of it. 5 seconds left in the power play. Placido back down. Centering pass by Schaffler behind Burns and now kicked out by Apple Valley. Apple Valley's going to have a 2-2 coming the other way, but they're able to connect at the blue line. Legal will pick it up. Push that through the center of the slot. Turned over, picked up by Placido. And now Apple Valley's going to come back the other way. Carried in by 8. He'll put that one on net. Big hit by Schmidt up against the wall. And Thiago will freeze that one.
Just looking at the confusion on the bench here, what's going on?
Well, I think they're going to go with 3 left wingers. And it'll be, I think, Camden, Bryce, and Ethan, maybe?
Okay.
Or Bryce, Ethan, and Sam or something? Or Grog, I mean. So they're trying to figure out that.
Grog's out there now. Well, we'll figure it out.
Myers has it. What they have been doing is dropping the 3 lines after the first period.
Yeah.
Nice centering pass over by Meyer. Put back on net, steered aside by Apple Valley. Now picked up in the slot. Evenson dropped down to D. Customary what he does second and third periods. And Grago dumped that in. 11:30 left here in period 2. Wrapped all the way around. Picked up by Evenson. He'll dump that right back down. Phelps will give chase. A couple times puck is stuck over there where the Zam goes in and out.
Yeah.
Now Phelps gets stood up a little bit. He's not afraid of that, though. He'll jump right back in there. Evenson, got a touch up.
Yeah, I don't think he knew it came off.
And we'll get a stoppage with 11:03 left. Bulldogs up 2-0 here in period number 2. This will give the Bulldogs an opportunity to reset their lines now and lock in.
Yeah, Ethan's done a nice job. Ethan Evenson this year, too, of being able to play both ways.
Well, when he came to the association, I believe he was a forward.
Yeah.
And then was it the year you had him as Pee-wees?
He played forward for us for a while, but he was a kid that when we needed to, we dropped him back and he played D, and he did great.
Yep. He's a great utility knife.
Yeah, knows the game well. Hard shot.
Apple Valley comes back on the rush, 2-1 the other way. Nice job, Placido, on the back check to deflect that pass. Picked up by Telejohn, pushed up on the near wall. Evenson takes a hit by 2. Von Bank now has it. Gets it over to Placido. Placido. Oh, he might.
It's getting more physical out there right now.
Getting more physical and a lot of more boisterous on the Apple Valley side, wanting something on that one. That one goes all the way down, and we're going to have icing waved off. Von Bank drops down low, centering pass. Tiago steers that one behind the net. Now Von Bank will push it over to Placido, and the Bulldogs will give chase. Burns, poke check. Slows down the rush. Now kicked out in the neutral zone. Pexo.
Timing was off.
Carried it in, and we still had 2 Bulldogs that had to clear.
We struggle with that blue line a little bit from time to time.
It happens. Bulldogs wearing their customary blue today. Apple Valley wearing their whites. All white look with gold trim. Schmidt has it. Works it over to Pexa. Pexa puts that one to Schaffler in between the skates, though, so all he can do is tap it over to Schmidt. Tiago steers that one back behind the net. Now Schaffler has it. Loses the handle at the point. Kept in by Apple Valley. He tries to float it in. Schmidt works that over to Burns. I'm not real happy with the passing in period 2, however. There's a lot of this touch passing.
Yep.
Nobody's there.
I agree.
Now Burns will give chase. Apple Valley collects the turnover.
At 20 again.
Nice pass over. Works that in the center of the slot. He's looking for a pass back. He'll drop it into the circle. Kept in by Apple Valley. Pexa over to Schmidt. Schmidt over to Burns. We got to step up and get that. Stays in the ring. Pexa loses it. Now Burns jumps over it. Now Pexa has it. Bulldogs unable to get any zone entry. For as good as they looked in the first, they are struggling here in the second. Nice shot on net by Legao, Tyler. Now Ethan Legao puts a big, heavy hit. Burns tying him up at the center line. Now Schmidt-Matish comes in. And Bulldogs are able to push it down. Meyer will come in for Burns.
I think Burns came out of shift early because he just came on the ice.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, but Schmidt and Schaffler were out there.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're rolling 3 lines now.
Okay.
Meyer has it, centers it through the circle, and saved by the goalie. 7:44 left here in period number 2. Bulldogs remaining up 2-0 so far.
Yeah, it's a contagion oftentimes for Minnesota River. When one person has a tough time clearing the zone, they all have a tough time clearing the zone. We get hemmed in. We haven't paid for it too many times this year, though.
Yeah, you can see Mitch doing a lot of coaching over there. He's talking to the boys.
Yeah.
Von Bank down low, hacking at it in front of the goalie. Now it squirts out in the slot. Picked up by Apple Valley. Their winger number 46 will dump that in. 17 now has it. He's tied up back behind the net. Legao up to Placido. Pushed right back in by Minnesota River. Or Apple Valley, I should say. Placido has it. tap pass over to Von Bank. Von Bank will get it in. He's got Phelps all alone out front. Tried to center, but the defender did a nice job dropping down, preventing that pass from being through. Legal, near corner. Smuter will give chase. Forces a turnover in the circle. Nice pass over to Von Bank. Von Bank gets a shot off, but the goalie did a nice job with his left to right.
Beautiful save.
Smuter gets taken down. Pops back up. Placido pushes that one down now. Phelps on the forecheck. Gage Schmidt comes in. Oh, and Gage on the receiving end of a check. He's usually the one given. And then Apple Valley guy trips his own player.
I thought maybe Gage got a stick in there.
Oh, it was a Gage? I thought it was a Valley guy. Carried in by Evenson. Looking for a pass. Now drops it back over to tried to drop it back to Schmidt. Now Burns.
Nice check, Burnsy.
On the back check, knocks down an Apple Valley player. Puck goes harmlessly into the corner. Telejohn has the puck. Gets it up to Schaffler, who gets it over to Burns. Burns will carry it in. Tried to drop it back to Schaffler. Nice shot by the Apple Valley defender. Now hammered.
I like it. I like all of that. Good puck movement up the ice. Play got disrupted slightly, but they stayed on it. Got a good quality shot. Yeah, they really advanced the puck much better tonight than what we've seen.
Tish line out there. Puck wrapped all the way around. And floated out into the neutral zone. Goes all the way down to the Bulldog zone, picked up by Apple Valley.
Really good communication there defensively. Tristan pointed to Ethan, you go chase a corner, I'll take the guy out front.
Myers shot, deflect up into the glass. Rebound steered to the corner by the goalie. Tish on the wall, supported now by Oliver Grog. Meyer over there as well. All three forwards up there working. We got a little stalemate here. And now it's steered out. Meyer comes away with it. And Apple Valley now ices it down. Nope, deflected. Evenson's going to have to give chase. Eagles will get some new legs out there. Bulldogs switch out two as well up front. Evenson. Cross ice over to Von Bank. That'll be picked up. Kept in now by Grog. Grog flips it back over to Von Bank. Von Bank tried to get it back over to Grog. Grog's going off on a change, though, and that one deflects up in the netting. 4:34 left here in period number 2.
It's really a smart pass there by Evenson. So he's down in our own end on the blue line. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it to an open spot of ice. Closest player is Von Bank in a blue jersey, and he takes it up. Just a good heady play.
I would agree. At least give your guy the best chance to get it. Eagles push it out of the neutral zone. Nice job by Phelps on the back check. Slowing down his momentum. Placido tried to get that out of the zone. Not so, though. Apple Valley holds it in. Shot on Tiago.
Woo!
And Tiago makes a right pad save.
It's a nice little quick shot by a 16 there. Harmless, and it nearly ended up in the net.
Bulldogs seem to be shortening their shifts. They've had all three out there in the last minute.
Yeah, I like when they do that.
Yep, fresh legs. Schmidt out there, Schmidt's line. Pexa and Evan Schmidt on the back end. Gage comes away with it, feathers that over to Burns. Burns catches it from behind. Gets it over to Gage. Gage carries it down, fires. Tried to go top shelf, pulls off the goalie's elbow up in the glass. Picked up by Apple Valley. They'll carry it down. 3-2 coming the other way, but Apple Valley, nice job by Pexa to poke that off. Evan Schmidt will pick it up. Up to Schaffler. Schaffler tips that up. He had time. Decided to go with the tip route into the neutral zone.
I think it might have handcuffed him a little bit.
Yep. Evan. Pexa steers that one up against the glass. Makes a move around Pexa now. Centers it out front. Picked up now by Gage behind the net. Got caught in the skates of the official again. Now Gage has it. Looking for a pass out. Now he works up the wall. Now go. Got Schaffler. Drops it over for Camden. Camden will dump that down. Schaffler will go off on a change. Burns holds it for the D to take it down. And now Ethan Legal works it and gets it all the way up. Tyler has to regroup it. Pushed into the zone by Smooter. Carried right back out by Apple Valley now. Centered over. Tish drops it off for Smooter. Smooter will carry it now behind the ice or the net. Gets it over to Meyer. Meyer can't hold on to it. Now carried in by Apple Valley. He'll fire it. Oh, that deflects off of Tyler Legal's stick and redirected it just to the other side of the net.
Nice.
Rice forced the turnover. Tried to get that up to Ethan. Tish centers and all the way out of the neutral zone. 2:18 left here in period number 2. Smooter dumps that right back down. Bulldogs will give chase. Nope, they're going to switch out a couple. Phelps in for Meyer. Ethan Legal loses the stick, so he's got to hop off. Tyler now does a nice job slowing down that rush. Now pushes it up on the half wall. And we get an offsides call on the Eagles. 1:51 left here in period 2.
Misconduct's over.
Misconduct's over, so he'll join the squad.
Lesson learned? Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Phelps controls the face-off.
Oh, and he's going right back again.
Is it the same one?
Yep.
This is 42. Is that 42?
Yep. Ramming.
He's going to go for a trip. Lucky it wasn't knee, and it looked like knee to knee. Put the Bulldogs on the power play with 1:43 here in period 2. Tish will center. Burns, Schaffler, Meyer, and Smooter. Puck wrapped all the way around. Meyer will give chase. He's able to hold it in. Nope, now popped out. And Apple Valley will dump that down.
At 13-17. Brandon Trippett at 13-17.
Meyer has it. Chips that up to Schaffler. Schaffler gets control of it. He's got Burns on his right. He'll fire. Nice low shot. Puck bounces up. Rebound. Still loose. Now behind the net. Picked up by Tish. And worked out the center of the blue line. Nice play by Smooter to dump that one right back down. Schaffler hammers that one into the defender who dropped down low.
Nice play, Bryce.
Nice play by Bryce. Oh, Schaffler had Burns on the back door. Burns unable to hold on to it, though. Now Tish tried to go cross ice over to Schaffler. Meyer does a nice job. Meyer's having a good shift here. He's doing a good job forcing turnovers, keeping the puck in the zone.
Bryce is a steel wall back there.
Yes, he is. Smooter has it. Goes to Schaffler. Schaffler back over to Smooter. Bulldogs not connecting on their passes. They've had opportunities. Now Smooter's going to carry it. 25 seconds left in the period. Makes a move around one. Makes another move. Can't get control of the backhand, though. Pushes it back behind the net to Burns.
Nice.
Von Bank over to Schmidt. Schmidt centers it up, and that one goes all the way down.
A couple good looks.
Thiago pick it up. 3 seconds left, and that'll be the end of the period. Bulldogs will start period 3 with a 17-second power play. Bulldogs' score remains 2-0. Again with goals from
Tish
and Grant.
Grant had the shorthanded bomb sent
he did.
down the ice. But, Bulldogs looked a little shaky to start that period. And then I think, about 10 minutes of pretty good hockey. About 5 minutes, a little shakiness. But they look good so far.
We will be back in about 15 minutes for the conclusion of this game. Until then, enjoy your dinner. We'll see you in a few. Welcome back, everybody, to Burnsville. Bulldogs taking on the Apple Valley Burnsville Eagle hockey team, Blaze hockey team. Bulldogs up 2-0 heading into the third period. They'll start on the power play. Number 42.
Yeah, that's Carson Ranning.
Serving for tripping towards the end of the second period. So Bulldogs will start one man up. Ryan, what are your thoughts about the first two periods so far?
Well, as we said, first period was terrific. Second period was mostly good after a little bit of a rough start. Had trouble moving the puck. Had trouble getting out of their zone a few times, but then they got their feet back under them again, got back to the philosophy of moving the puck up the ice, really did a nice job attacking, and I expect to see that throughout the third.
Bulldogs starting with Tish, Meyer, Lagao, and Juarez.
Oh, yeah, Jacob's out there.
Jacob touches the puck for the first time. Nice low shot, gets caught in traffic. Lagao works that down to Tish. And Apple Valley is full strength. Puck pushed out into the neutral zone, gets by Juarez, picked up by Apple Valley momentarily. Now Lagao has it. Tried to clear it over to Juarez, knocked into the shin guards at 27. Now Juarez swoops in, he gets tripped. Picked up by Apple Valley, he'll carry it around, fires. That one deflects off the side of the net and out into the neutral zone.
Dodged a bullet there, Andy. Yeah, that was close.
That post was open. Drop pass. Now Schaffler will come away with it. He'll fire. Fires that one just high and wide. That one rides the dasher boards all the way out to neutral zone.
Blowing hard, Andy. Blowing hard.
Yep. Burns will pick it up down in the corner. Picked up by Pexa. Pexa up to Von Bank. Past Von Bank. That one's steered up, picked up by Burns, back behind the net. He'll work that over to Schmidt. Schmidt gets that over to Von Bank. Von Bank loses an edge. Gage will push that one back behind the net. Looks like they moved Camden to defense.
Yeah. And now BB's heading off. So Gage is centering Gavin and Christian.
Pexa will give chase. Pexa now comes away with it. He'll carry it up, work it up to Placido. Placido loses the handle momentarily. Now pushed over the blue line. Bulldogs switch out their D. Telejohn now out there with Schmidt. Telejohn will carry that one in. He'll fire that one, rides up an Apple Valley stick and up against the wall. Placido to Phelps. Phelps back over to Schmidt. Schmidt will fire a low shot. And kicked out into the corner. Kept in by Telejohn at the center of the blue line. Now kept in by Placido. Placido steers that one down deep into the corner.
Jeez.
Phelps down there as well. Ethan Lagao now comes in and lays
Big shoulder.
the big wood on the Apple Valley winger. Picked up by Telejohn. And dumped down. Grog will give chase. Centered. Deflected off of Ethan Lagao's skate. Now picked up by Phelps. Phelps tries to backhand that into the zone. That looked like a high stick, maybe. Phelps tried to get that towards the net. Now pushed out by Apple Valley. Tyler over to Juarez. Juarez down low.
Here we go.
Lagao centers it to Juarez. Juarez backhands it on net. And we get a whistle.
Bulldogs, again this year, as you look at some of the changes they've made as the season has gone on, have really done a nice job of using their defense in the offensive zone. Go back 30 seconds, Gavin making that pass back to Evan Schmidt. Good solid shot on goal for Schmitty.
Yep, it's nice to see them use those D as well. Tyler Lagao has it. Try to get that over to Myers. Pass was behind him. Now Apple Valley will carry it in 2-on-1. He'll fire off of Tiago's shoulder. Rebound right back on net. Meyer now steers that one out into the neutral zone. He'll have Grog on his right.
There you go.
Meyer carries it down, fires,
Nice.
shoots, scores! And then slides into the door over there and falls.
Nice play. Good speed down the ice. Bryce disrupted the puck down here, got it down, and no messing around. Just put it upstairs. 3-0.
3-0 with 10:58 left here in period number 3.
So Tish, Schaffler, Von Bank. New look.
Yep. Tish got Von Bank ahead of him. Oh, and he loses an edge. And now Tish is offsides.
Yeah, he slid in ahead of it. That's one of those things you just got to get up. Stop playing the puck, get up.
Bulldogs control the face-off momentarily. Now Apple Valley will dump that into the zone. Legal. Over to Tish. Now Von Bank has it. He'll scoop that one in. Bulldogs switch out their pairing on D. Von Bank misses that check. Puck now carried up. That one steered just to the right of the net, or left of Tiago, I should say. Picked up now by Von Bank. Von Bank will get that up to Schaffler. And Bulldogs are offsides.
Made that last little move at the line. But again, same thing though. The advancement of the puck made a nice rush up the ice. Going back a few plays here, Pexa paired with Burns now at the blue line. And Pexa is one of those players defensively, just always in the right spot. Good gritty player. He's not the biggest kid out there, but he plays tough.
Yep. Burns pokes it. Placido picks it up, gets it over to Pexa. Pexa now puts a move on him. Nice pass up to Phelps. Phelps knocks one Apple Valley player over. Now that one's caught in his skates. Pexa puts a hit on. Picked up by Burns. Burns puts the brakes on, wraps around on the near side. Out to the point. That one deflects. Centered out front. And Tiago makes the
close.
save.
Nice play by Tiago. We've seen many times where Bulldog goalies get trapped in like that, and they just don't get the support they need in front of that net. Bulldogs did a nice job of holding off the attackers. Tiago climbs out of the net and gets the cover.
9:22 left here in period 3. Bulldogs holding on to a 3-0 lead. Oh, nice job by Apple Valley. Nice. Unable to get a shot off. Nice job by Phelps dropping down. Placido now works that up to center ice. Gage Schmidt down in the corner. Puck now pushed over to Evan. Telejohn not able to get it up.
Quarter second quicker on that pass.
Gage up to Phelps. Phelps over to Christian. Christian will carry it. He loses the handle. Now 42 will pick it up. He puts the brakes on. Puts the brakes on. Placido finishing a check down in the corner.
And an ice.
And we got an icing call with 8:23 left here in period number 3.
Nice jump, as we had talked about. What are the Bulldogs going to do this period? Nice start. We're nearly halfway through now, but the pressure's been all on Apple Valley. This is we've seen many games this year from Minnesota River in this JV squad.
They've done a nice job of getting ahead, and Tiago's had a heck of a year too.
Yes.
He's played very well in net. Man, that goal against has got to be pretty low with him in net. Telejohn
Nice.
fires.
Oh, right in the arm.
Off of the Eagle player, number 26.
Yeah.
Ethan Legal down there battling. Now Ethan Evenson back up front playing wing. Forces a turnover there. And now picked up by Evan Schmidt. Evan up to Evenson. Pushed over to Schmidt.
Nice job by
to
Tristan
Meyer.
stepping up there. Go ahead.
Oh, Tyler. He's gonna get
He got the elbow up. That's what they're going to call him for an elbow. Oh, interference, I guess. But he stuck with that check just a little too long. Arms got up in the face. It's got a bad look to it.
how to put the Bulldogs on the kill. Bulldogs trying to figure out their lineup. Need another
One more.
defender.
Pex is coming out.
Bulldogs will send out Juarez, Pexa on the back end, Gage and Phelps on the front end, wrapped all the way around.
At 7:44.
Send it.
At 7:44.
Gage dumps that one down, allows Bulldogs to set up in the neutral zone. Nice job by 37 carrying it right in. Carries it deep, puts a backhand on net. Thiago makes a pad save. Kept in at the line by 20. Phelps working down there along with Pexa. Pexa pick it up.
Good.
Center that through the... Oh,
nice save.
play by 20. Juarez now. He'll fire that one right on net.
Oh, jeez. We scored one long one on him.
Yep. Apple Valley works it up through in the neutral zone, gets it down into the Bulldog zone. Nice job by Telejohn over there.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Got the coach. Glad he's got a hat on over there. I hit the. He's standing up again. I hit the coach on the bench, right in the side of the head.
Gave him the old okay.
Yep. Yeah, no blood. He's got the stocking hat on.
I don't know if we would know if there was at the stock.
Yeah, that's true. Well, having taken a few pucks in the head, I prefer having a stocking hat on.
Yeah. Tish, Lucido out there. Schmidt and Telejohn. 5:40 left. 25 seconds left in the kill for the Bulldogs. Apple Valley will have to touch up. Picked up by Telejohn. He'll bang that up off the wall and all the way down.
Nice shift by Tristan here. He had a nice clear out of the zone there. Picked up the puck behind the net. Don't mess around. Just get it up the ice.
7 seconds left on the kill. 16 gets it over.
There you go.
Bulldogs full strength. Tyler Legal will come off. Braden Von Bank will take his spot on the ice. Oh, and then Tristan loses an edge down against the wall. Tish there to support. Now Telejohn has it. Gets it over to Von Bank. Von Bank over to Placido. Nope, Von Bank carries it down. Placido goes off. Von Bank with a backhand. That one's pushed up on the near wall.
Tristan's hogtied behind the net.
Schaffler up against the wall now. Pexa dumps that down. Schaffler gets it out to Pexa. Pexa fires to the left of the goalie.
Von Bank deflected it.
Okay.
I think it was going wide anyways, but he got a piece of it trying to put it on net.
Tish now works it around through the circle, gives it over to Burns. Burns over to Pexa. Pexa fires that into traffic, goes down in the corner. All the way back out to Burns. Burns, he'll fire a low shot, tipped.
Nice.
That one goes just wide of the net. Back over to Von Bank. To Pexa.
Oh,
Pexa
he's
gets
taken
hooked
down. Penalty. Here comes Tiago.
And Apple Valley will touch up.
And again, it's another nice shift using the D, and the D smart with the puck, back and forth. I love it. I love it. You look at the Apple Valley team, and I think if you were to line up their team against our team and just have a race, most of their guys are going to win it. They're a fast team.
They are a fast team.
But they're being suffocated by the Bulldogs here today. Good puck movement, good defensive play. Minnesota River's looking really good.
I would agree. 3:38 left. Bulldogs on the power play for a trip. Bulldogs turn it over in the neutral zone. Juarez will pick it back up.
It's Patrick Spencer, the guilty party.
At 11:16. Spencer at 11:16.
Meyer carried into the zone. Drops it for Tish. Back over to Burns. To Tish. Tish fires one on net.
Shot on goal, never complain about that, but I'd like to see him set up a little bit more and get some traffic in front. That was an easy save.
I think what you were saying all game too is a little bit lower, allow that goalie to kick a rebound out to somebody.
Yeah.
3:06 left here in period 3. 1:23 left in the power play. Schaffler comes away with it after Burns put a little traffic on rebound out front. And that one steered through.
I really like that quick shot by Sam. Kind of try to catch the goalie off guard, just put something on net quick.
Juarez to Burns. No, I don't know if those two are supposed to both be there. Now Schaffler works it over to Burns. Burns makes a move around one. 3-3. Burns dumps it down. Tish will give chase. Out to Juarez. 40 seconds left in the power play. Tish tried to get that down. Now picked up back by Juarez. Juarez
Nice.
over to Myers.
Oh.
Myers fires that one, deflects high over the net. Burns corrals the puck, drops it over to Juarez. Juarez over to Burns. Over
Nice.
to Schaffler. Schaffler fires. Rebound.
Nice.
Myers puts that one in. Burns cross-ice pass over to Schaffler. Schaffler puts that on net, and Meyer bangs home the rebound.
That's his second.
Bulldogs up 4-0 with 1:59 left here in period number 3.
Yeah, 2 for Bryce here in the barn that his old man played in. Gotta like that.
Absolutely.
Maybe you can get 2 more in the varsity game tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that was a really nice power play setup, though.
1:55 left. Bulldogs up 4-0 now. Puck tied up on the half wall. We got Evan Schmidt over there along with Bryce. Oliver Grog out there as well. Ollie gets it out to the point. And it works out into the neutral zone. Cross ice pass by Apple Valley. Picked up now by Myers. Myers in the neutral zone. Flips that in. Big hit by Ethan Legal. 1:15 left. Apple Valley have a breakaway. One more for Tiago, huh? Nice save by Tiago.
Way to go, Tiago. Preserving the shutout. Go back to that power play goal, Andy, and you look at what Camden did there. So in a previous rush earlier in the game, on the power play, somebody comes in, one of our guys comes in, shoots a puck. It's grabbed by the defense and cleared. What did Camden do this time? He takes it in about halfway into the zone, sends it around. Tish meets it on the other side. They set up the power play, put one in the net.
Yep. Apple Valley Gets it over into the far circle. Nice hit by Juarez. 1 minute left. Oops, turnover by the Bulldogs there by Placido. Now Placido will get control of it. He's going to have Phelps on his left. Carries it down. He's met by a body check. Phelps tied up. Puck squirts around. 40 seconds left. Schmidt plays the body.
That kid was bracing for contact.
Yes, he
Oh,
was.
they're still going. It's 42 again, Andy.
Oh, here we go. 17 engaged going at it. Big hit by Placido on 25. Now Gage just goes after 36. Legal gives him a little shift.
Okay, here we go, boys. Oh,
And we'll get that down. 10 seconds left in the game. Ice down.
That's an ice.
Push down.
I think they'll just let this
Tyler
one
will
run
control
out.
it. 2 seconds. Gage with another hit on 46. And then Gage takes a slash by 46.
Well, not the most gracious ending, but it was a nice game for Minnesota River.
Official coming in to separate some of the boys.
Shake,
Bulldogs.
shake the hornet's nest before the handshakes.
That's right. Bulldogs with a victory. Tyler. I don't know why I said Tyler. Tiago with the shutout here, earning the shutout for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs win 4-0. 2 goals by Bryce Meyer, 1 by Riley Tisch, and 1 by Braden Grant. Ryan, what else you got?
Nice game. Very good. Looking forward to see what the varsity team does here next. And we got a little bit of a break here. This one was short and sweet. So, yeah, nice job by Minnesota River. They got a big week ahead of them here. A couple road games coming up. What do we got? Thursday and Saturday. A big road trip on Saturday.
Thursday, Litchfield, and then
That's
Saturday
right, yep.
in Laverne. So
All right, Road Warriors this week.
we'll be broadcasting the Litchfield one. We're still in negotiations for the Laverne one. We'll keep you posted on that one. We'll let you know on Thursday. Tune in here in about a half hour or 45 minutes, and then we'll get started with the varsity game. Ryan will be on the call. I'll join for color for the first period, and then our favorite Joe Kane will be jumping in for periods 2 and 3. Until then, enjoy your dinner, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.